building a better, gentler world, one story at a time. We have Barry and Jerry.
Well, this is nice. It's been about, I think it's about 6 or 7 years since we were at this showcase lab, which means I'm sure some of you are new to us, and there may be some folks that. So let me just start by, who's heard us tell stories before? Anybody, or, okay. So there's some of you that are familiar with us and a bunch of you that are new to us. Great,
Okay, here's an important thing. He sounds really loud to me.
I'll back up.
No, and do I sound, like, can you hear us? We sounded good.
Do you hear us okay?
I just want to make sure that you guys are good, we're balanced. Okay, awesome.
Nice. Okay, so you heard that we're Barry and Jerry.
I can be a tiny bit louder. That's awesome, okay, because I'm so soft.
I'll just back up a little bit. So we're Barry and Jerry. Does anybody know which one of us is which? You think I'm Barry? You think I'm Jerry?
No, this
Good.
is
All right.
called healthy disagreement.
Right.
We can do that as coffee people.
We can do that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just spend a couple of minutes describing to you a little bit about what our thoughts are of what we're going to present this summer for the summer reading program under the theme, and then we'll give you an example of some of the kinds of things that we do. You can see that Jerry, there you go, there's your answer. Jerry has the harp right now. We use a lot of different musical instruments when we tell stories, the harp, the banjo, the guitar, different kinds of percussion. And most of the stories that we work with are traditional. We like folk tales, fairy tales. Those are the kinds of stories that we work with for the most part. And we were, quite frankly, a little bit puzzled back in the autumn about what we were going to do with this summer's theme of building a better world with folk tales, and we weren't quite sure. And then we got a phone call from a library out in central New York who was going to be writing the grant for his programs this coming summer and asking us if we could do something with something that we do a lot during the school year. We work a lot with character education during the school year. And she said, is there anything you could do with character education and building a better world? And the light bulb went off. Because, you know, it's just something that I've really been thinking about a lot, is what do we really need to do to build a better world right now? You know, and to me it comes down to a lot of the way we deal with each other as people. We've gotten so intolerant as a society and in the ways we're dealing with each other. And I'm not trying to be partisan or political here. I'm just saying in general, because I think it goes way back before this election here in terms of what's been happening. So we decided that what we're going to do this year is we're going to choose the stories that we tell to address those exact themes, tolerance and dealing with each other in more human ways, because if we're going to build a better world, we have to deal with each other correctly. So, you know, we're playful and we're going to have fun because we always do, and that's just what the Storycrafters do, but those are the stories that we're going to pick for this coming summer to build a better world. That's why we say building a better, gentler world, one story at a time.
And we don't have building a better world stories that are harp length, because our harp stories are longer and more in depth than the generous amount of time that we've been given. But for us to give you a good sampling of what we do, we can't do those. So we gave you a sampling that, yes, we do play harp.
Yes, okay. And you know, the harp tends to show up when we're doing some of the fairy tales and things like that, which will certainly show up as part of the show. The other thing that we are thinking, the other presentation that we're going to offer this summer. This is the brochure. I've got some of these. If you want to come and talk to us during the break, I've got these. And I also just put them in the mail on Monday, so they'll be showing up at your libraries. But these describe the programs that we're offering for this summer. So we'll be happy to pass those out, or just watch your mailboxes, because they're going to be getting to your libraries probably by the end of this week or early next week. But we're going to offer a workshop, storytelling workshop, for families, an intergenerational workshop, trying to get storytelling going in the home by doing story games, story activities, to get parents and children talking to each other, to get those communication levels going, to see if we can just spend a little less time in front of the screen and a little more time in front of each other playing with stories. So that's a workshop that we're going to offer this summer. There's information about that as well. All right, let's do something.
All right, now we're going to go on into interest stories.
As Jerry said, some of the stories that we do are a little bit too long for this workshop length. Some of the things that we do are a little bit shorter. This is an example of something that we do that's a little bit shorter. And we have a pretty big repertoire of stories at this point. We've been telling stories now for, Jerry hates it when I say this, but we've been telling stories for over 25 years together. So We have quite a repertoire built up.
But you'd never know it by looking at me, would you? You'd still think I was just like, you know.
Because she started when she was 10 years old, and so that's it.
No, I was 5. I thought to be 5 for that number. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
So we have a big repertoire that we've built up over the years, and what we do is we pick stories based on who comes. So we're going to take a look at the audience that comes at your library, and we're going to say, oh, okay, today we have mostly 5 and 6-year-olds today. So we're going to pick stories that are going to match that. Today we have a real mixed age group. We're going to pick stories that will work with that. Oh, we have a big bunch of 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. We're going to do stories that are going to match that. We try to meet whoever actually shows up there, and because of the repertoire we've got, it helps us with that. The story that we're going to do right now for you, this is one that we would do if we had a real mixed age group, okay? If you want more examples of kinds of things that we do for different age groups, we're happy to speak with you during the break. If you go to our website, which is storycrafters.com, you can see videos of us doing a bunch of different kinds of things. You get a feel for some of the different things we do. All right. So those of you that have heard us before, one of the things that you know that we do probably, because this is one of the things that we're quote-unquote known for, is we do rap music versions of stories that everybody knows, okay? So this is one that we thought in some nice ways fits the theme pretty well. You're going to recognize this story before too long.
Long ago, in days of old, there was a village, it is told, where people were selfish, sad, and mean.
But something strange caused the town to change the day a clever soldier made the scene.
He marched into town.
Took a look around.
See, the soldier was going home from war.
He was headed further west, but he needed food and rest.
He couldn't find a nice stable for.
Leaving no stone unturned, at each house he was spurned.
The people slammed their doors in his face.
Those villagers were rude.
But the dude needed food.
He was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Between the war's angry violence
And the town's stony silence.
the contrast rocked that hungry man.
The desperation breathed a thicker.
Like beans breed a stinker.
So he cooked up a rock-solid plan.
Well, he found an old plot in the town's abandoned lot, and like Aladdin, he rubbed it till it shone.
When he spied a piece of granite, it wasn't hard to plan it. He would make a pot of soup from a stone.
He put that pot in a stream.
And to fill out the steam, built a fire in the town square.
All the people gathered round, but they didn't make a sound. They were supple and soft.
Stoneware. At the town hall, the soldier told one and all, I will make a pot of soup for all to share.
The people stoned him with words.
Your soup is for the bird. But he bounced back like a rocking chair. We're making stone soup, yeah. Stone soup, it doesn't take rocket science to brew it for a group. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of stone soup. All right, that's the chorus. You guys ready for this party?
It's hip-hop at the library.
Okay, so here we go. Put 3 fingers up like this, please. Come on, put the pens down. They're going to have some fun. Now put 3 fingers up, please. All right, now look, put your hands up. Don't panic. We're not teaching you gang insignias, all right? If you really are wondering what it is we're doing right now, here's what we're doing. Here's 3, put up 3, and here's 3, okay? Cross your arms. So that means 3 times 3. What's 3 times 3? 9. Okay, so far we have 3 and 9. Got that? All right, so 3, 9. Okay, now if you have these 3 fingers up, that means you have 2 left here and 2 here. How much 2 plus 2? 4. Yeah, that gives you 2 hands. 4 times 2 is? All right, so 3, 9, 8. See where we're going now? Not yet? Okay, 3, 9, 8. Okay, and then how many arms are all those 2 hands on? Okay, so now we have 398.2, which is our favorite section of the library. That's the cocktail section. Here we go. Ready? So put your 3 fingers up. Put your 3 fingers up. We're giving everybody a lesson in the Dewey Decimal System. That's what we're doing right now. So what we're doing on the count of 3 is we're going stone soup, yeah, stone soup. Let's do that together. Here we go. Stone soup, yeah, stone soup. There it goes. It doesn't take rocket science to brew it for a group. I know everybody says librarians are stodgy. You're going to prove them all wrong right now. Here we go. Ready? It doesn't take rocket science to brew them for a group. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. That's a freestyle. Do whatever you want. Okay? Ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get
like,
super.
I like the pop and lock at this point. You get a super duper, you know, you get
Full love. Okay, we got a super duper super full love. Stone soup. Okay, you got it? Do it with us. Here we go. Ready? We're making stone soup. Yeah. Stone soup. It doesn't take rocket science to brew for a group. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what? Stone soup. The soldier hoped he got him.
and he hit rock bottom.
The villagers looked stone cold dead.
But as the people grew colder,
The soldier grew bolder.
souped up his cake when he said,
No ifs, ands, or buts. I can make it soup to nuts. It comes from a family recipe. But my soup grows cheerier, in fact, superior, when you add spice like salt or kimchi. Here we go, we're making stone soup. Yeah, stone soup. It doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's more a soup. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what?
stone soup. A child started grinning.
And the ladies round with
But
sticks.
other soups were warming up. Two burly men stood looking at the soldier's fine cooking, shook their fists, and the soldier cried,
Enough! Yo, people take stock, so you think it's a crock to bring forth soup from a stone? Well, your soup of the day is stone consommé. Put something in and make it your own. If you add beets, of course, you will get
stone borscht.
a butcher said,
Needed that bologna.
or pasta and beans and a little bit of green.
And the mayor cried,
Stone minestrone, here we go, we're making stone soup. Yeah, come on, stone soup, it doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's for a group, you just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what?
Stone soup. A granny called louder, can you make stone chowder?
Sure, he said, just put in some clams.
He said, for me, I'd be down to split pig.
No problem, he said, put in ham.
People started smiling.
Then others started filing out of the crowded village square. One by one they came back.
With a harvest in the sack.
Everyone has something to share. Enough mumbo jumbo, can you make stone gumbo?
The crowd called, we go for by God.
Or maybe you like meat in the food that you eat.
Yo, beef mixed
Stone goulash. Here we go, we're making stone soup. Come on, stone soup. It doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's for a group. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what?
stone soup. They added in potatoes, spinach and tomatoes, carrots, butter, chicken wings, and herbs. Garlic, yes, peas, and some Parmesan cheese. The aroma in the village was superb. People laughed and
And
said,
the town square rang.
with happiness and joy in its heart.
The soldier could say it was his Hard Rock Cafe, and they supervised the cooking like it's hard. Here we go, we're making stone soup. Come on, stone soup. It doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's for a group. You just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what?
Stone soup. Their hunger was bubbling, the soup was bubbling.
Yo, the soldier cried, soup's up.
Well, desperate to dine, people formed a soup line till steaming soup filled every cup. Ooh, the people packed their lips after one or two sips. The soup is divine and without Peter, oh, it is warm and tasty too.
So what's the town to do?
Make the soldiers in town
Superhero.
spoon for an hour, they had
Superpower and wanted more.
Surprise to me.
So the whole town group
Marched back to the soup, held up bowls and cried,
supersized me. There was laughter and delight.
a party through the night.
Good cheer softened up the superstitious
They seized an opportunity to build their community.
and build a soup that was delicious.
Well, early the next day, the soldier went away, but his parting words gave him more to learn.
The magic of the soup comes from the group.
Give a bit,
And a lot in return. A town that's cold and rude.
a soldier who needs food, each problem could be solved on its own.
But stone soup can feed both kinds of needs.
That's how you kill
Two birds with one stone. Here we go, we're making stone soup. Come on! Stone soup, it doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's for a group, you just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of one more time. We're making stone soup. Yeah! Stone soup, it doesn't take rocket science to brew. It's for a group, you just ladle in a little bit of this and that. You get a super duper super bowl of what?
stone soup.
That's it. All right, thank you very much.